It's official. Dodge is canceling the current Charger. Yes, you're hearing it right. In 2024, the automaker will end the current reincarnation of the Dodge Charger forever. Whatever replaces it will look and drive very differently. Stay with us to know the more in-depth details of this shocking announcement. The Dodge Charger is a living legend. In 1966, Dodge brought out the first Dodge Charger, a medium-sized two-door muscle car. It had powerful big-block Hemi engines and a distinctively shaped body that resembled a Coke bottle. This Charger quickly became a symbol of American car strength. It was so famous that it appeared in well-known TV shows and movies like The Dukes of Hazzard and The Fast and the Furious. Then, in 2006, Dodge brought back the Charger name for a new car model. It was a four-door sedan with a retro look, and people loved it. Dodge sold a lot of them, 114 201 Chargers in just 1 year, and people kept buying them for more than 10 years after that. Now, the Charger is one of the few big cars with a powerful V8 engine that you can still buy. But all good things must come to an end. After Dodge killed the Durango SUV, Charger fans began to worry about their favorite muscle car. Dodge CEO Tim Kuniskis has confirmed the rumors. Kuniskis says Dodge that the current internal combustion V8 Dodge Charger will end production in 2024. Last year, the Dodge Charger made a loud statement. Kuniskis mentioned, "For 24 months, we fed the beast." This led to the release of several special edition Dodge Chargers in 2022 and 2023. Dodge started crafting unique Chargers, such as previous year's SRT Hellcat widebody Jailbreak, which offered new options. There were even talks of introducing another level of the powerful SRT supercar before retiring the Hellcat badge. Dodge also increased the availability of performance parts at its dealerships. They licensed more Dodge Power Broker designated dealerships to install direct connection speed equipment. On paper, the Dodge Charger Hellcat seemed to be a fantastic machine. It's a sedan with the looks and power of a muscle machine, thanks to the stunning 797 horsepower supercharged Hemi V8 and a top speed of over 200 miles per hour. Even a somewhat older model is still great, and while there are some concerns, it can be a terrific machine. Many of the main problems are that it's becoming outdated with more powerful cars leaving it in the dust, yet the Charger Hellcat still has a loyal fan base. But even those fans have to note the Hellcat has some problems. Some are issues that have plagued the model for years and remain. Here are some common issues that were not addressed properly and eventually led to the demise of Dodge's best car ever. Number 1. Target for theft. It's not just the Hellcat that's a problem here. There's no denying it's an awesome-looking car, and the 800 horsepower V8 is a marvel. Owners love to flaunt having a Hellcat in their collection. However, that makes it a prime target for car thieves. In 2023 alone, over 1,000 Dodge Chargers were stolen in just southeast Michigan. The Hellcat was a prime example and has pushed Dodge to step up its anti-theft systems. That's good, but some models can still be prone to hacking and robbery, which means some unlucky Hellcat owners may suddenly find their cars missing from the driveway. Number 2. Electrical failure. So, this one's not as widespread as other issues, but it's definitely causing a stir in the forums. Hellcat owners, especially those rocking the red-eye version, are griping about their batteries just conking out without warning. It's like, you start your ride, all ready to hit the road, and then bam, it's dead as a doornail. Some folks manage to jump-start it, but even that's a temporary fix. Sometimes, you have to bite the bullet and get a whole new battery. Imagine cruising down the highway, and suddenly, your powerhouse of a car just shuts down. Not exactly the look Dodge was going for, huh? Number 3. Expensive than it seems. There's this talk going around about the Hellcat being made with some cheaper stuff, especially on the inside. But guess what? Despite that, it still comes with a hefty price tag of nearly $75,000. And you know why? Because of that V8 engine under the hood. But hold on, that sticker price? It's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to keeping this bad boy on the road. Then the tires are ridiculously expensive, running nearly $400 a pop. Then the insurance can be a nightmare because of the accident risk. Also, this isn't a car you can take to the local mechanics, so repairs can be costly. A real Hellcat's price tag is bigger than it appears. Number 4. Horrific fuel economy. Right now, gas prices are pretty rough, so having a car that guzzles fuel like crazy isn't good for owners. The Hellcat may be a good racer, but its fuel economy is terrible even by muscle car standards. It has 13 miles per gallon in the city and 22 on the open road. Sure, an 800 horsepower machine sounds great until it's time to fill it up and can get worse in other areas that have the gas guzzler tax. If you own a Hellcat, expect a big blow to the pocketbook. Number 5. Defective oil cooler lines. Here's the scoop on the Hellcat. Even the newer models aren't immune to this old problem. Turns out, those oil cooler lines have a knack for cracking or snapping under the pressure from the engine's power. Now, when things go south, it's not just a little oil leak we're talking about. It can escalate real quick to fires or even the whole engine calling it quits. And get this, it's pretty surprising this issue slipped through the cracks during production. It means your Hellcat suddenly losing its roar because of some oil troubles? Yeah, not exactly what you signed up for, right? Number 6. Hard to handle. If you're doing a straight-line drag race, the Hellcat is fantastic. If you're trying for a long road trip with a lot of curves, not so much. The downside of so much power going to the wheels is that it takes away from the turning capabilities. Less experienced drivers may spin out trying to turn it too fast or slow, while others overestimate its toughness. The Hellcat can be a great ride for a drag race, yet is daunting to handle for some owners. Number 7. Poor safety reliability. Alright, let's talk safety, especially when it comes to a speed machine like the Hellcat. It only got a 3.5 out of 5 reliability rating from the IIHS and NHTSA, and that's got folks feeling uneasy. The issue is, because the Hellcat's made with some cheaper materials, it's more likely to crumple up in a crash. Now, it's not the worst when it comes to rollovers, but let's be real. For a car that can fly like the Hellcat, you'd expect better reliability. And while the accident rate isn't off the charts, let's keep our fingers crossed that the newer Hellcat models step up their game if things ever take a turn for the worse. Number 8. Supercharger problems. In some old models, the supercharger would make abnormal whining noises, and the blower would give up, and the boost would not be adequate, costing $10,000 to fix, basically replacing the whole supercharger. This was because bad bearings would cause the sound in the superchargers, and dealers would fix the problem by replacing the complete supercharger, hence the cost. The warranty did cover all of the claims for this issue, but the ones without a warranty are now a gamble in and of themselves. When the bearings go out in these superchargers, it will have a grinding rattle as if metallic beads are being shaken inside the supercharger. A rebuild can cost about $2,000, which is not negligible, but it's better compared to a new one. Now that we've discussed all the potential problems the Hellcat can have, you may wonder if the Challenger Hellcat is a reliable car or not. While the Dodge Challenger Hellcat is undeniably a beast on the road, it's not all smooth sailing. There are some quirks and problems you should know about before diving into ownership. Knowing the ins and outs of these problems, including what it'll cost you and how to fix them, gives you the power to make smart decisions. Remember, staying informed and keeping an eye out can help you have the best Hellcat experience possible. And hey, maybe all these issues are part of why Dodge decided to hit the brakes on producing more Hellcat Chargers. Who knows? What do you think about this big decision about halting the Dodge Charger production? Share your thoughts in the comment sections. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get new updates about the car market.